Section 5 define transfer of property, in which one living person to another living person or to himself transfer right of present property. Exchange of property in creation of charge is transfer of property, held in Sadhu Madhudas versus Pandit Mukund Rao. Partition of property is not transfer, B.N. Sarin versus Ajit Kumar. This chapter deals with both movable and immovable property. Surrender by tenant is not transfer, held in Makhanlal Saba versus N.N. Adhikari. Section 6 very important. What may be transferred? Apart from these 10 exceptions, any property may be transferred. Number 1. Future possibility of any properties to be succeed, which is known as spes succedanis. Second, mere right to re-entry. Third, an easement right. Fourth, personal restricted interest. Fifth, clause DD 1929 amendments inserted. Future maintenance. Mere right to sue. Public office and salary of public officer cannot be transferred. Stipend and pension cannot be transferred. Any transfer opposed to nature, unlawful object or consideration or person legally disqualified to be transferee, as denoted in section 136, are called unlawful transfer. And last, tenant, farmer and lessee cannot transfer his right. Section 7, person competent to transfer. Every person competent to contract is entitled to transfer any transferable property absolutely or conditionally. Reference from section 11 and 12 of Contract Act. Section 8, operation of transfer. Property pass forthwith to transferee with all the interest. प्रॉपर्टी ट्रांसफ़र होने पर उसके सारे इंटरेस्ट ट्रांसफ़र हो जाते हैं. सेक्शन 9, ओरल ट्रांसफ़र. प्रॉपर्टी may be transferred orally if writing is not expressly required by law. These are two modes of transfer. Section 10, condition restraining alienation. It is also known as rule against inalienability. Any condition or limitation absolutely restraining the transferee from disposing his interest in property is void except lease. अगर कोई पार्शियल कंडीशन है तो वैलिड है, एब्सोलूट है तो वॉइड है. कंडीशन वॉइड होगी और ट्रांसफ़र वैलिड होगा. These are 3 exceptions of section 10. Transfer does not come under category of transfer. Lease transfer is to married women. Condition may be precedent, subsequent and collateral. Section 11, restriction repugnant to interest created. Transfer is valid, condition is void. Where interest shall be applied or enjoyed by him in a particular manner, based on Tuck versus Moxey. Section 17 is exception of this section, which is direction for accumulation, in which income arising out of the property accumulated for life of transferor 18 years from date of transfer extend to this period, it shall be void. Leading case on this, Luzon versus Woodford. This limitation as to the period shall not apply to payment of debt, maintenance of remoteness issues, preservation of maintenance of property transferred. This is exception of section 11. Now we come to section 12, condition making interest determinable. अगर ट्रांसफरी इंसॉल्वेंट हो जाए या फिर ट्रांसफ़र करने की कोशिश करे तो वो इंटरेस्ट ख़त्म हो जाएगा, ऐसी कंडीशन वॉइड होगी. इसका एक्सेप्शन लीज है. 13, ट्रांसफ़र टू अनबॉर्न पर्सन not even womb of mother. For such transfer, transferor will have to create a prior life interest or limited interest in favor of any person, and then will have to create absolute interest for the benefit of unborn person. Then such transfer would be valid. Section 14 deals with rule against perpetuity. Ram Varan Prasad versus Ram Mohit Hazara is leading case on this section. No transfer of property can operate to create an interest after lifetime of one or more person living at the date of transfer. The property should not be remained to the mediator. Exception is trust.